What's up everyone, what's up? Today we are reviewing the trends. We're going to start with USDCAD and understand what is currently going on and try to use some Elliot waves and some other strategies that we can use to figure out where to next, or how did we get to a certain level and why maybe we are bouncing off of it. And you know, let's number the waves first. I think this one is pretty much clear that it's just a rising channel. If we can put this line over here, this is USDCAD 4 hours. Okay, we have to clone this line, and because we need exactly the same the same line over here on top. As you can see, if we clone it, and it gives us these bounces and these other bounce. So we pretty much understand this one, why we are bouncing off of this one. So we're going to clone this one. If you have these two touches first, so you're going to have to clone it. That's how I place trend lines. I do not just put the line over here and then draw some other line on top. So we're going to have to number these waves over here. 1, 2, what if this is 3, and then we need to come back here to make 4, and then 5. That will be good, right? That will be good. And we're going to check some possible harmonic pattern within wave 3 from here up to this point, because that's what usually happens, that we're going to make a harmonic pattern of the equal legs. And we're going to clone this line again and check for a distance where it started over here, and then closer to the end, you should expect a reversal, or price should stop its rally. So as you can see, we reached this trend line and then we stopped, and we have this little correction on the sideways, right? So if it can come at least at this line before it takes a possible bullish runs, it's gonna be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, right? I mean, let me check using a Fibonacci date. This is 38%. It's 38%, right? So it should turn somewhere over here before continuing, or maybe even just shoot up straight, because already it have went this far over here from this point up to this point. But we just need 38%, right, of a clean ABC. Not this one. This one just shot straight. That is why it never just went up straight after reaching these lower levels over here, because it was not an ABC pattern. It was just an impulse shooting straight up, and then this is after that, when we had our little ABC. But it should just be clean and clear up to this point before it rallies. So I think we are done with USDCAD. Yeah, this is USDCAD. This is how we actually approached it all this far. At first, how we would have got this tool is obviously using a Fibonacci to check for 68% over here, but we want to try using some other techniques, right? So it is actually 50%. As you can see, it turned over here at 50%. So let's try to align it with some other supports and resistances, as I've told you before in a previous video where we analyzed using the price action, that we take these previous supports over here, they tend to be resistances, and then we break them above, they tend to be supports again, and then the price goes up. And then next time when we approach them, as you can see, we see a little bit of price rejecting off of this this support, and then when we come back again, we're gonna have to say the same thing. So this is how we would have aligned this wave 2 with the support and the Fibonacci on top of that. So this is how we approach this, and we're going to be checking for maybe AUDUSD. That is also another pair that was on our attention. AUDUSD. Okay, we're gonna have to go to 1 hour. That is the hour, the time frame we used. Okay, we actually reach this level over here, which is wave 3. We want to check the analysis first, how we dealt with it. This is one. Yes, this one. As you can see, this is 1 hour AUDUSD. I'm try to zoom in. This is 1 hour AUDUSD. This is how we got our wave 2 in relation to, as what I've been talking about on USDCAD, right? That you can always try to align it with some other possible supports and resistances. This case is resistance that we've broken above, and then we made a turn over here on it, and then after we break it below, we need an ABC pattern, because the Elliot Wave says that you need an ABC pattern, and then that should be making 2, aligning with 60%, and then you need to go down there to this level 3. So how did we get this price? So let's check on how did we get this price. That we want to see our possible stop over here, and then a little upside movement before we continue, because from this point we need to make 4 and then continue completing our cycle. So let's check for this price. How did we get it? As you can see, we are stalling at it, right? It is price 0.6941. So let's check if it's the same price, 0.6941, as you can see, 0.6941. So let's check for that price. We use the Fibonacci extension rule to actually find that price. So let's check for that price. This is the tool we use, fee-based extension. It is trend-based actually. Okay, we start from where the wave started at 0, 1, 2, and we need the minimum length of 1.618 over here. So that is how we actually came up with this. As you can see, it's 1.618 where we made. We didn't exactly reach it, but we are happy that over here we made this double bottom, and then the price went higher a little. So we needed to actually reach 38.2, which is usually our resistance in this case, because we bearish. So we needed to actually touch this. But if it doesn't, you always know that we usually do take 23%, as it is also an acceptable percentage to make for 4 to 10 minutes. But remember that we need a clear ABC. So how we reached this 23, we haven't made any ABC type of a pattern. So if we have our ABC, it's gonna be great. So this is likely to also make its way to this point, to this price, before continuing down to complete its cycle, right? So after we make a clear ABC, that's how we're going to engage. But over here, it was clean and clear, making it wave 2, our ABC pattern. So you have high confidence to take this entry, aligning it with these other resistances over here. So we're good over here. Everything is fine. Okay, we're gonna check for any possible harmonic pattern over here. I think it's not gonna fit, but it doesn't matter, right? it did not maybe make any harmonic pattern. Okay, it actually did. As you can see over here, you would have expected your 10, so you did have it, and the price did complete this equal leg, equal impulse, and then a correction where it started, and then you made your 10 over here. So if you did take this, as you can see, you're also going to do this to try to catch this trade over here. So you're going to catch this trade, and then your TP is over here equal to this leg. This gives you your TP, where wave 3 is likely to make a 10 or to terminate. As you can see, it did terminate. So right now we have to head lower if 23% is going to hold, or we need to come back if it doesn't hold. If we find this going up, so this is going to be our possible resistance, and then we'll complete the cycle. So I think we are done with this, and we're going to be checking on maybe EURAUD, right? Oh, I want to check on EURGBP because we did have some analysis that was going to be bearish, but eventually it went against our analysis. But we want to find out why. Where's EURGBP over here? So let's check for EURGBP. Maybe let's put 4 hours first, because mainly we started 4 hours. The waves are likely to hold if you're dealing with the higher time frame, and then if you really want to make those entries, it is wise to go lower so you can maybe reap more benefits. So these are just bullish waves. I don't know how did we come with the bearish trend, but it is clean and clear that it was all bullish. So this was our ABC pattern, A, B, C, right over here, and then it's completed out. So we're going to start where it started: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5. We're making 5. Wherever it's gonna stop, so we're gonna check for possible resistances over here where it is likely to make its way to the bottom. So what do we need to do now? Okay, we need to check for any resistance, any supports this side that we're gonna align it with wave 2. So you can see how we would have got wave 2. So as you can see, this is the price right here, the support. This is how you would have got your 2, and then you would have also used your resistance, Fibonacci retracement, and then you need check for 60%, 68%. So it exactly turned at 68% at first. But where is your APC? You do not have your APC when it's at, which limits which doesn't boost your confidence into taking this trade, because it is not actually 60%, an APC pattern that is clear. So you needed at least to wait, and then as you can see, it did come back after making this APC. So this is why I put my 1 over here but not over here, because actual 1 is here, and then an APC pattern appeared after that. So over here, closer to 60%, you would have made your entries again, and then it would have went bullish as you wish, because it's aligned itself with this supports, this line over here. And then where from here is the possible termination of wave 3. So you take your trend-based fib extension, you put it over here, and then you come back to your wave 2 termination point. So over here, you would have tried to project your 3, but remember, 3 just take place its own wherever it decides to stop. So the possible signs were here, and then if you see it trying to fall, and then you're going to be like, okay, I see you are now making a retracement, so where can I actually find my fall, the termination point? So this is for exactly, it did touch it, and it was going to be a perfect trade. As you can see, just a spike over here at 38.2%, and then you need to make your 5. So we need to project our 5 right now. We're going to use the fib trend base extension from 2 to 3 and then to 4, where 4 terminated. Usually we need 61.8, right? 61.8 of the trend base fib extension, where we think price is likely to head lower. This cycle is likely to come, but it can move beyond it. It doesn't matter, because you would have bought over here, so it's a win-win for you. But just for accuracy purposes, sometimes you need to put your TPs over here, because it's going to react into an opposite direction, and this is how you would have went out. What can we do over here? We're also going to put our line maybe and try to see whether, because sometimes when you clone this line, it also gives you where 4 will terminate, and then if you put it on top of 1, as you can see, it also gives you where 4 will terminate, and then over here aligning it with this. If you take it from 0 to 1 to 2, and then you clone it, it's gonna give you a possible 4 if you put it on top of 1, right? So it actually gave us our possible 4, and then we take this rally up. So we're gonna check for maybe let's check for EURAUD. Where is EURAUD? What is EURAUD? Is it really odd I wanted to talk about, or EURAUD? Okay, it's going to be EURAUD. This one is just as okay. This one we want to use the ending diagonal over here, as you can see when we approach this, but the ending diagonal converges at the end, but this one did not, so it's a little bit but as you can see, inside the ending diagonal we need ourselves some 5 waves, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, if we start here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, when you're dealing with the ending diagonal, you don't need those rules where 3 needs to be the longest and where 4 must not touch this where 1 terminated. As you can see, it just moved beyond this price, so it's just the ending diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go to maybe take your entries, and then you put your stop loss below over here, so you can enjoy all this rally to the bullish side. So after that, we tested it very, very, very clean and clear. And then where can you expect this? Maybe if you use the order block, you would have taken this red candle over here, and then you put your, maybe you do not, but I do highlight it like this, and then your stop maybe exactly at this price, at this lower level price or below, right? So you can enjoy all this. But all in all, it just the ending diagonal over here, because it's a great tool. It also signals the end of the bearish trend, or if it is bullish, it's going to be ending at a certain level when it reach with 5, right? So I think this is it for today. We're going to see each other in another video. So if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe, so we can give you cannot miss any upcoming videos. And if you really like to tell us which pair you want us to look at, you can hit you can leave a comment and then tell us which pair you want us to analyze for you in terms of the Elliot waves and all that. So thank you.